I'm back all alone to talk about some ways to exhale, to do some deliberate breathing, or not so deliberate breathing practices to calm yourself down. We're talking about singing, blowing bubbles, blowing raspberries, blowing kisses, all kinds of fun ways to exhale in dirty, nasty ways like snoring and smoking and spitting. But there's lots of them. Ways to exhale and calm down that don't require you to sit down with your eyes closed and set a timer and be a monk. Today we're going to talk about some ways to exhale without having to sit down and do deliberate breathing practices or meditations or whatever. We've all heard and we all know these days that the exhale, the slow, long, gentle exhale, or maybe not so gentle one, the forced out, wild one, whatever, exhaling itself is going to calm our nervous system down. It's going to increase that parasympathetic activity, activate our vagus nerve, help us relax, etc. It's no secret. So I'm not going to get into like why the exhale is great for calming ourselves down. Say you want to sleep or you're so amped up you can't focus, or you're nervous or whatever. There's a lot of information out there on that already. It seems to be a fact. The exhale works to calm us down, to bring us into that parasympathetic land. Okay? So then we're told, oh, we can do these breathing practices, these protocols or whatever, the physiological sigh or box breathing or 4-7-8 breathing or whatever. But are you guys actually doing it? You guys actually doing that? Like maybe for a couple minutes here and there, but it's not that fun. So today we're going to talk about some stealthy ways that we can exhale and that we are exhaling without even noticing it, without perhaps realizing it. So I came up with a big list of it's like 30 or so activities on here, fun or not so fun activities, but they're not as painful as sitting down and meditating and doing some breathing protocol or whatever, because I don't think you guys are actually going to do that for more than a couple days or something. But you might. If you can, great. But if not, try some of these. And of course, this list is not exhaustive. It's just what I came up with, and you can add to it. I'll try not to explain each of these. I'll let you sort of figure it out for yourself, because these are everyday activities that we all do. Shouldn't be that hard to imagine how we do the exhale. And if it is hard to imagine, just literally do these activities on the spot, pause the episode or whatever, and you'll feel your breath. You'll see it coming out. Okay, so I'm just going to kind of blast these out. Going to try to keep this episode short. Number one, talking. Talking itself is going to be the exhale. And there I go. I'm already explaining it. All right. So talking is one. Two, sighing. Not meaning you have to do the physiological sigh from Andrew Huberman. Oh, come on, man. Just literally sighing because you're tired or you're in pain or overwhelmed, or a sigh of relief, or maybe after sipping that drink you're like a little sip of that beverage made you want to sigh afterwards. That's cool. So talking, sighing, screaming, shouting, yelling, whatever you want to call it, you can do that. Swearing, you can swear while you're shouting or just swearing itself. That's pushing a lot of air out. That's exhale. That's calming yourself down somehow, which makes sense why people swear when they're a bit overexcited and agitated, etc. Chanting might be a nicer version of swearing. It's maybe the anti-swearing. You're om. Oh my God, I'm getting silly up in here. Humming, you could hum. That's like a long, gentle exhale. Gargling, yeah, I know. All you COVID-19 fans are out there like, yeah. This is a big fan favorite back in the COVID day. Some people are still embracing it. Woo, and you can do it too. You don't have to gargle the yucky stuff either. You can be a gargoyle with any of your favorite liquids. Making animal sounds. Any animal will work. You don't have to choose. I can't choose my favorite animal. I like them all. Can I pick 3? Can I pick 10? Yeah, you can pick the whole zoo. Put the whole zoo in your mouth. Bust it out. Blast it out. You are a jungle. Free to roar and squawk and buck around. Laughing, that's probably the most fun breathing exercise of them all. You can watch a comedy. You could tickle each other. There's lots of fun ways to laugh. And maybe a slightly less fun way to exhale is the cry, also known as a sob or the wail. Just let yourself cry, let it all out. And by doing so, you will also be letting that energy and stress and agitation and pain out a little bit. Cry, big baby, breathe out your rainy world. Papa's gonna buy you a mockingbird. That feels better now, right? You're gonna be okay. Okay, what else do we got in this exhale toolkit, this out breath party pack? Yawning. Yawning's gonna be a deep inhale followed by an exhale. You might not notice the exhale, but it is there. Sneezing. Achoo. What am I doing? Am I sneezing on you? I apologize, my friends. Farting? No one said you have to exhale through the mouth. You can also exhale through other holes. You will, in fact, be offloading a lot of carbon dioxide along with other gases such as nitrogen during the fart, also known as flatulence or cutting the cheese, letting one rip, dropping a booty bomb, blowing out a butt biscuit, or sucking on your butt trumpet. No, it's not sucking on it. Blowing on it. Don't be sucking on that butt trumpet. But if you want to, you could totally suck on butt trumpets. But that's that will actually also do the trick. But you need to make sure you're exhaling while doing so. So no, don't be. You can't be sucking it in. You gotta blow on. Maybe blow in the butthole. That'll do it. Like I said, that's probably not the top recommendation, but these are all different ways to get yourself calmed down. Coughing, also known as a mouth fart. Blowing on your food or your baby's food or your lover's food or stranger's food. Just blowing on food or blowing on anything. You can blow some dust off a glass to clean it. You can blow on your glasses and clean them. You can blow some dust off the counter. Blow on your hands to warm them up. Blow a dandelion, whether it's imaginary or real. I mean, maybe today's not your lucky day. You couldn't find that dandelion. So what can you do? You can make one in your mind and blow on it. And the same goes for a lot of the things that we're talking about today. You can use your imagination if you don't have these things in your reality. Okay, what else can we blow on? Blow out some candles. Like happy birthday to you. Do a little happy birthday protocol. Blow up some balloons while you're at it. Pump it up. Maybe throw in a kazoo or paper party blower or a noisemaker or whatever you call those things and turn it into a true birthday breathing party extravaganza. Blowing some bubbles. Lots of way to blow bubbles. You can blow them with a straw into your cup. You can get in the bathtub and submerge yourself a little bit and blow some bubbles underwater. Also available in the pool and lots of other aquatic environments. You can go to Toys R Us or your local toy store and buy some bubbles, a bubble wand with those chemicals, that little cup of chemicals, and you can blow some bubbles in the air in the park, in your house. There's lots of places to blow these bubbles. You can even buy some chewing gum, which is available at lots of locations. Buy some chewing gum. Some bubble gum will be the recommendation, and then blow some bubbles with the bubble gum. That's a great trick into calming down your nervous system into entering that parasympathetic land, turning on your parasympathetic nervous system. Right? The exhale. These are some breathing protocols that have not been talked about on other podcasts like Huberman Lab. They're not really secrets, and they're definitely not secrets now because I'm letting them out. Just like I let out a fart just now, which is part of my morning routine. I like to get 15 minutes of sunlight, walk around in the morning. I'll do that, and then I'll do a little cold plunge. 15 minutes also of meditation practice. Close my eyes, a little yoga, and then about, I don't know, 6 to 7 minutes of farting, of flatulence or whatever I can get out. I try to do that every day. I will admit I don't always do it, but yeah, that's sort of my morning routine. So there it is. It's there for you guys to borrow. Enjoy that with your friends or alone. Anyway, back to the list. So where were we? Blowing bubbles, blowing chewing gum bubbles, playing a wind instrument. You can choose any wind instrument. There's lots of them. You can get an ocarina, a flute, a piccolo, a tuba. Just take your favorite or even not so favorite wind instrument and blow on that thing. It doesn't even have to be skilled blowing. Just any kind of blowing will work. But I think if you can do it in a way that sounds nice, that might have additional benefits. I don't believe there have been any studies on the skill level of the blowing of the wind instrument and whether that has increased effects or not. And again, this is not a medical professional recommendation or anything like that, but you can do that. So blow on a wind instrument. You can singing, whistling, whistle some Dixie, exercise, lift some weights, do some aerobic exercise. Scream at the ambulance is freaking going outside my window right now. I'm just going to leave it. You guys want to hear it? You want to hear the ambulance? No, you don't. I should edit it out, but this is what I got to deal with. Oh, now we got motorbike with it. That is beautiful. That is a symphony. I'm going to swear and I'm going to spit on them. No, but spitting is another one you could do. Spitting, it's not only going to offload some of that H2O, it will also release the CO2. So that's a cool little trick, hidden benefit of spitting. But yeah, where was I also? Back to the exercise, you can do exercise, you can lift weights, you can swim, run, etc. That's going to get you breathing out, right? Groaning, you can just groan for whatever reason, happy groan, sad groan, angry groan, grunt while exercising, grunt while fornicating. Moaning is a great one. You can moan while eating, while listening to your favorite music, while getting a massage, while copulating. All kinds of places to moan at. You can moan in the bathtub. You can moan on the bed. But moaning is a fantastic resource out there for you guys. Gasping. I know we don't usually choose to gasp, but that's something you could do. Just like snoring. Snoring is another one, but do you really want to snore? This is probably not one of my top picks. Another non-top pick is smoking. Smoking will get you exhaling, but yeah. Is it worth it? Is it worth the exhale? Probably not. Just like the spitting and the snoring and the farting and stuff. Those are probably not the best ones. Anyway, I gave you a bunch today, and I'll just to not leave it off on a dirty note, let's give you one final one. Blowing some kisses. Blow some kisses to your podcast friends or your actual friends if you have them. I don't, so I will blow them to my podcast friends. That still works. So, yeah, you could do all these breathing protocols, these deliberate practices like box breathing or Huberman's physiological sigh, or the 4-7-8 breath from Andrew Weil. There's lots of them. You can do those. Those are fantastic. But even if you can't, I know I blasted off a huge list today, but you can take any of these or others that pop into your imagination that you notice. I was quite exhaustive today. I listed quite a bit, but there are more. Do some of these. Do some of the fun ones, probably, like maybe playing a musical instrument, singing, blowing bubbles. One I did forget was blowing raspberries. You can blow raspberries, like on baby's abdomen, on your arm, on your girlfriend's butt, whatever you want. Just blow some raspberries. Even just blow them in the air. Like oh God, that's going to be edited out, but it might not. Okay, so enjoy all these. Some fun or not so fun, but certainly easy ways to exhale and calm yourself down. This is a quickie, a little shorty, quickie episode for you guys here. I hope you enjoyed it. Check some of these out. Do some of these activities, these protocols, and let me know what you think. See you later. Those are my kisses being blown to you. Sorry, just doing my breathing exercises.